Patreon member shout out. Monster, how should I feel? Creatures lie here, looking through the windows. I will hear the voices like a glass child. I am Hannah's regrets. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So I will tell you right now that this is coming from somebody that just had, after this last order goes through, 112 million OMI. 112 million OMI. That is what I have. So take this with a bunch of grains of salt. I imagine now that it's later in the day, you have all seen Cavell Anderson's videos and Habs Trades and Dan Lee and Foster Hilton, everybody else that covered the AMA last night, and the Twitter Spaces talking about Pokemon and Alfred Archon and everything else. This is something that a lot of us have been talking about forever. This is something that I'm going to say I speculated, and again, nothing's confirmed yet. Nothing is confirmed. It's just the same way I knew that Tesla was going to go to the moon because they had the lead on battery technology and the engineering, and is the same way I know that Akomi has already won the decade. It is 2021. I've been saying this for a while. I know that they have Pokemon. I know that they have a lot of stuff from Nintendo. Now, again, obviously I can't prove anything and make the argument, okay, well, maybe he just got lucky a couple of times with Tesla and Pokemon, whatever. How much I believe in it is, and again, if this is for those of you that don't know, on that Twitter space yesterday when I was speaking, it was basically just to tell everyone that I am foregoing, I'm living like very, very low middle class. Again, no bed, no air conditioning, which is fine now because it's in October, so it's a little cooler. Because I have the two reasons. One, I think that every single piece of OMI that I have will 100x minimum. I've been saying this was 0.002, 0.003, and now at 0.006. I had at one point over $1 million. When I was at 0.0083, I had like almost 1.1, maybe 1. Whatever it was. Since then, I have lost about $250,000, give or take, because it was down to 0.0059 earlier today, and I'm not tripping. Like I said, I bought more today, so I can get up to 112 million. And I'm not telling you, everyone that's new, to go and move out of your apartment that's comfortable and nice, and you're eating well and you're taking care of your health. I'm not telling you to give that all up to live in a crappy place and eat nothing but crappy food and water and live a very meager, poor lifestyle. I'm telling my friends to do that. And I'm telling everyone that will listen to me to do that. Again, not you guys, I'm telling my friends, because I believe that this will be $1 well before the end of the decade. I believe that every single piece of OMI that I don't get, I'm doing myself a disservice. And like I said, I'm not gonna try to sell it to you. It's too ugly for that. I'm just looking at just where I live. It is too ugly for that. But I will say that for those of you that are tired of running the rat race, for those of you that maybe you might be the first ones in your families to graduate high school or go to college, or to not be in debt. Again, I'm not doing bad as being a kid from Peru. I say kid, I'm 30, but first generation Peruvian. I'm the first person in my family to, I think, ever graduate probably middle school, high school, to ever have a comma in their bank account, and definitely the first person to be 100,000 millionaire. I go and I remind myself of Kuwait, where I was deployed to, and I was in the military, where a lot of people over there were living probably in worse conditions than I am now. Maybe they may or may not have had AC, depending on where they were. And again, I'm just talking about civilians. For a lot of the time, we did not have AC in Kuwait either. A lot of the civilians that work there, they're working 12, 14-hour days, and they're sleeping in shifts, and they're doing it for a couple dollars a day. So I think, well, if they can do that, or if the character Toru Honda can live in a tent by the river, I can do this. And if I can do this, then maybe I can inspire a couple of my friends to do something similar. Maybe they don't need to have, like 3 TVs. Maybe they don't need to have cable. Maybe they don't need to have some. Maybe they could take control of their future selves. Maybe they can go and say, I'll sacrifice now so I can go and probably be a millionaire later. And I'm not saying that, again, nothing's guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed at all. A solar flare could come and wipe out all technology. But if that's the bigger argument, if that's the biggest chance of us not succeeding, that's the biggest chance of OMI not succeeding. And again, the way the world is going, it's not going to go backwards. We're just going to continue to go forward with this. And again, just in my opinion, I think it is worth it for the next few months sacrifice. And again, telling my friends, even people that don't have a lot of money, they're like, hey, forego everything, eat ramen, eat rice and beans. You won't starve. That type of food is cheap. You will get sustenance that way. And suffer for a little while for a huge payoff later. Something where even $1,000, even $1,000 at this point, can turn into $100,000. If you're just putting in $100, can turn into $10,000. I know a lot of my friends have never had 5 figures in their bank account before. Never, not even close. If they can go and sacrifice, again, work that extra shift or a couple of extra shifts and go, and again, I'm not telling you guys to do this, I'm just letting you guys know how important this is to me for my friends that work very, very hard. They're very good people. This is what I'm telling them. If you were looking for inspiration and you're looking for someone's like, well, if he could do it, I could do it. That by all means, that's on you. And it becomes a little less painful when you know that this is going to be able to take care of your family. Living in certain conditions becomes a lot easier to deal with when this is something that you know that can take care of your kids that aren't even born yet. This is something that is a lot easier to deal with when a lot of haters, like, a teacher or mean kids or whatever, tell you that you are never going to amount to anything. And you're going to prove them wrong. And you're going to prove them wrong. That is a good feeling. Now, I've already done this. Again, I've been financially punched in the face multiple times. Whether it was the, last year's crash, where I lost over $100,000 because a bunch of my clients that I gave money to couldn't work because the government wouldn't let them work. I was not wrong where I had given them money. Like, no, they have good businesses. They'll pay me back. But the government lays down that iron fist saying, no, you're not allowed to work. I would much rather them, go eat and pay their bills than pay me back. But that being said, I've done it, like, again, even just now, had over $1 million 2 weeks ago, had lost on paper $250,000. Am I freaking out? No. I went and bought more. I am selling what I thought I would never sell, some Earth 2 tiles. And I have 3 more Pokemon cards left. Those all be sold by next month. Anyway, guys, I was not here to talk about Pokemon or anything like that. This is just saying what I'm doing, why I'm so convinced that this will work out. And everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Also, check out Star Helix and Veve Vault on YouTube, and at Not Star Helix and at Hey David Don on Twitter. All right, I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.